Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Tonight we're in a place that I haven't been for over a year because of lockdown, and tonight I'm visiting Glencoe. But tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us up to the Ralston Cairn, and I've timed it that hopefully we get a chance of a sunset. So the weather's looking quite good at the moment. There are some clouds in the sky. It's bitter cold. I've driven through snow showers to get here. But what I'll do is, we get to the top, we'll reach the cairn. I'll show you the view. It's a beautiful view from the Ralston Cairn, and I'll explain a little bit more about the Ralston Cairn to you. So join me on my journey and let's see where we go tonight. Tonight I've come up in my van. So that's my van. If I put my finger in front of the camera, that's my van there. Well, unfortunately, the Ralston Memorial Cairn's not here anymore. It's just a pile of bricks. So I don't know if the memorial plaque and the crucifix have been taken away, or if family members have taken it, or vandals have taken it. It's not the elements, because if there was elements there'd be debris everywhere, plus it was far too heavy. So what we'll do then, we'll have to improvise. I was hoping to get sunset shots around the Ralston Cairn, but what I'll do is I'll look for a new spot and we'll try and get some sunset shots down the glen here at Glencoe. Well, haven't had that disappointment. We're losing the light quite quickly. So what I'm doing is I'm just setting up a composition here. I'm just focusing in down the glen. I'm actually doing a bracket exposure because I haven't got any filters on the lens. So if I use the bracket exposure, that allows me to blend the 5 images in post-processing, because there's some really nice sun rays coming down from the top of the right hand side of the mountain just now. So I'm just trying to focus, zoom in and focus. I've got an 80th of a second f22, and the reason I've got f22 is I want to get a starburst effect. But because the sun's just peaking above the mountain, what I might do is drop that to f16 and take a shot and see what happens. But we've still got some snow up on the Three Sisters. That's the Three Sisters up on my left hand side. I'll take some photos, I'll take some shots of the Three Sisters, and what I'll do is I'll post them up and I'll put a title up so you can see what I mean by the Three Sisters. The sun's really bright now above the mountain, which is quite tricky. I put the lens hood on the front of the lens to try and reduce the amount of lens flare. What I might do as well, I might take some shots back towards the meeting of the Three Waters waterfall, which is actually quite dry now because there's hardly any water in it. I can't set the small camera up here because I'm right at the edge of a rock. There's a nice road or pathway through the grass that's snaking its way up the gorge. Now what I'll do here, I'm just going to zoom in on the waterfall. To be fair, I can't really see it. It's a shame because there's hardly any water in it. And it's probably one of the most famous waterfalls that you'll see in Glencoe, because it's the one that when you drive past, there's always busloads of people standing at the corner looking at the waterfall. Right, what I'll do is I'll take some shots of the Three Sisters. Okay, so I'm positioning the camera so you can see. This is the Three Sisters. These are the famous mountains. There's two massive car parks down on the right hand side that all the tourists stop at. You'll see that gorge right in between the two mountains here. That's the gorge that when you climb it takes you to the Lost Valley. So if you've never heard of the Lost Valley, if you Google it, there's a lot of videos of helping you find your way up to the Lost Valley. It's absolutely stunning up there. The views up there are amazing. And it's actually one of these things that you really want to try and do if you possibly can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a pano and take 4 or 5 shots of the Three Sisters, and then I'll stitch them all together. So I'm going to take a shot. I'm trying to keep the sun out of my image as much as I possibly can. And I'm just speeding up the shutter speed just a bit to make sure that I've got as much depth in the image. There's some really nice light being cast at the side of the mountains, and you can actually feel the textures of the grasses and the mosses and the rocks. It's absolutely glorious. I have to say, this is one of my favourite places in Scotland. We will come back, we will do more videos because there's so much to see. There's so much to take photographs. Every time you come back it's different. Now what I'll do is the sun's slowly going down. I'll take some more shots. So this time I'm turning a wee bit more into the sun. If it was night, I'm not going to wait here till night time, because I actually forgot. I remembered my gloves, I remembered my hat, I forgot a head torch, and I'm not going to walk back down the mountain along the paths, the paths that the deer have made in the dark. So as soon as the sun goes behind the mountain, I was kind of hoping we'd get some nice colours, like oranges, magentas, and who knows. Try to see what time it is. It's actually 5 to 8 just now. Sunset's not until 8:30. So we'll stick around, we'll look for more compositions, see what types of different photographs we can get, and I'll keep filming as much as I can. I'm still gutted about the Ralston Cairn. I have been here before, I've had some really nice images, and what I will do is I'll post an image in memorial to Ralston, just so that you can see what it was I was trying to take an image of. Well, I'm just going to have a wee coffee while I'm waiting for the sun to go down. Thanks to my cousin Ali, who gave me a new stock of breakfast bars, but these are chip cookies, so I can use these for sunset. So thanks, Ali. Ralston's memorial, what was, is behind me. And the memorial's to a guy who died really young at 32. A guy called Ralston Claude Muir. He was a train driver on the West Highland Line. And one December, he fell ill, went to the doctor, and then I think it was approximately 10 days later, on the 10th of January, he passed away. He had a really rare form of leukemia, and all his internal organs failed, and he eventually passed, but he passed suddenly and quickly. And the memorial was put up by his family and his brother Trevor, who at the time lived in Aberfoyle. I don't know if he's still there or not. It's really sad actually that it's not here anymore, because he was a passionate hill walker. He loved Glencoe, hence why the cairn was put here. So it's kind of put a damper on me tonight. I was really excited about getting some real nice shots, but in the true spirit of moving on, we'll keep looking for new photographs. We'll look for compositions. The sun's went down behind the mountain now, so what I can do is I can go down lower. I'll go lower down the mountain and we'll see what photographs we can get further down the glen. So I'll finish my coffee and then we'll set up the camera further down the mountain. Okay, so I've come a little bit further down the mountain. I'm just going to set up my tripod, try and get it level, and we'll just get a lower level shot of what we had earlier. I've taken some nice light actually up there. I'll just check the focus, and away. This is quite a nice position if it was night, and all these caravans and motorbikes that were driving past should get some really nice light trails off them in the dark. Oh, there's quite a traffic jam behind the caravan, so I might yet get some light trails. I was going to take a shot of the Three Sisters from here. So as I walk back to the van, it's because the water's really low, that there is what we call in Glencoe the meeting of the three waters. It's normally a massive cascading waterfall, but obviously we've had a dry-ish April, so there's not a lot of water up in the mountains and most of the snow has melted. So yeah, we'll get a video at some point when the water falls in all its glory. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video tonight. Not quite what I had planned or intended. However, we made the most of it. Hopefully I've got some nice shots that I can share with you. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, it's free. And if you press the bell notification, that'll let you know when I publish my next video. So thank you, and here's to the next video.